I think a really important thing for folks similar to yourself, Jonathan, who may not have heard of us before or heard of buy now, pay later is, there's a common question around, well, like, how is this different than credit? And how do we make sure we're not helping people be irresponsible? And I think what we want to make sure people understand is that we've always had the customer front and center. And so there's a lot of safeguards in our system to say, how do we prevent overspending and help people actually just budget and plan more safely? And so, over 96% of our installments are paid back on time, 98% don't incur a late fee. And so we're really about trying to help people budget and plan more thoughtfully this holiday season and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marks from Go2 Health. I hope you're doing well today. Our topic today is holiday shopping stress. And it's really not too early to be talking about this. Over a third of Americans say they are more stressed about holiday expenses this year, and that the surveys find shoppers are starting earlier, tightening budgets, and planning ahead. I know that may be a challenge for many of you, as it may be for me, around holiday shopping, but let's listen to what our guest has to say. For many Americans, holiday shopping now comes with trade-offs. People are starting earlier, tracking sales, finding ways to spread out costs to keep celebrations on track. Yet spending plans tell a more layered story. While some plan to cut back or set budgets earlier, others are leaning in. A survey from AfterPay shows 1 in 4 Americans plans to spend $1,000 or more this season. That's up 18% from 2024, making the holidays a priority worth saving for even in tighter times. In our show today, Tanuj Parikh, the head of revenue for Cash App and AfterPay, discusses how shoppers are adapting their holiday plans, what the survey reveals about changing priorities, and how retailers can prepare for the season ahead. Before we get to our interview, we're building a community of people who care about living well, aging better, and showing up for their health every day. If that's you, please tap the 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or give us a thumbs up on YouTube or wherever you're listening to us. This helps others find the show. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Tanuj Parikh. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Jonathan. How are you?
Good, thank you. So what are the biggest changes you're seeing in how Americans plan to shop for the holidays this season?
What we're seeing is that people are just trying to be smart and a little bit more deliberate and resourceful, which means they're planning ahead. They're stretching their dollars through AfterPay and buy now, pay later and discounts, and they're making space for personal well-being. And all of this, I'd say, is in response to, about a third of Americans are feeling a little bit more stressed financially this year than they were last year. Mm-hmm. And they're finding smart and resourceful ways to deal with that.
Do we know why people are feeling more stressed and how it's influencing when and where they spend?
I think it's a combination of macro factors and tariffs and inflation and all the things, that have been in the news for a while now. And what we see in sort of our data and in the survey we just did is that people are being really deliberate about a few different tactics. One is, can they spread and pull up their spending time and periods? And so about 44% of Americans are saying they're going to try and complete all of their holiday shopping by the end of October. Wow. And then on the flip side, people are also trying to think about flexible payments. And so how do you use buy now, pay later to split those payments up to be more budget conscious and match your spending needs throughout the holiday season?
I'm smiling because I know so many people who are such last minute shoppers, like day before. And I'm impressed that people are planning and having it done by the end of October. I mean, what recommendations do you have for people who are last minute shoppers? Is it going to hurt them?
I wouldn't say that it's going to hurt them. I think it's just a matter of, whether you shop early, you shop late, you shop throughout the holiday season. It's, do you have a plan, and are you sticking to your budget, and are you using tools like buy now, pay later to help you get that flexibility that you need so that you can check off everyone on your list, take care of all your loved ones, but do so in a safe and responsible manner.
Good. I want to talk about the buy now, pay later, but tell me a little bit more about having a financial plan. What do you mean by that, or a spending plan?
What we see in the data is people are being thoughtful both about when they want to spend, but also trying to be thoughtful about finding the right sale at the right time with the right merchant for them. So they really are maximizing the value of every dollar they spend. And I think that's great advice, right? People kind of know who are on their list. And so how do you think about mapping that list to the retailers and the merchants that you think you want to spend at and find the right time to do so?
Tanuj, do we have lessons from last year that are shaping how people are shopping now?
Three big ones, I'd say. One, as we've been discussing, timing is everything. So early shopping, really big strategy for people to manage costs and ensure, frankly, that the thing they want to buy is in stock before it sells out. Two, how do you get maximum value for that purchase, whether that's the right sale, whether that's using flexible payments, and really shifting from kind of this reactive to more proactive mindset in your holiday spend. And then the third thing we're really seeing pop in the data is that this year, people also just want to take care of themselves. And so, yes, you want to balance traditional gifting and taking care of all of the loved ones on your list, but there is also a real desire and urge to take care of yourself. And so about 70% of people are saying they're going to purchase a self-care item this holiday season.
Interesting, interesting. So tell me, what role do flexible payment options play in holiday shopping? And tell us about those options, please.
Afterpay's pioneered for over a decade now the ability to buy now, pay later. And so that means you make a purchase, whether in store or online, with one of our retail and merchant partners, and you split that payment into four equal interest-free installments that you can pay back over a number of weeks. And I'd say tools like this have become increasingly popular and mainstream with Americans kind of across demographic groups. So certainly a resonance with younger customers, but not only Gen Z and millennials. And really, it's just about flexibility. We want to help customers manage their holiday spending by breaking up payments.
And if they want to learn more, I understand they can go to afterpayyourholiday.com. Is that correct?
That's right. Especially retailers can visit that to learn how we can help you grow your business. And consumers, you can simply just download the Afterpay app and shop flexibly at all of your favorite brands.
Great. And when you have the Afterpay app, and I guess you can get that in either Google or Apple stores, but what does the Afterpay app enable you to do?
It lets you see our roster of merchant partners. And so we work with hundreds of thousands of merchants across the country, both in store and online. And so there's both a discovery element of, well, where can I get this payment flexibility? And then once you start to use it, it's also your place to manage those payments. And so we see customers really thinking about Afterpay as a core part of their financial toolkit. It helps them budget and plan their spend. And so you can manage sort of all of your payments and upcoming payments through the app as well.
Great. Now, if I'm one of those last minute shoppers, which I think many people are, I'm in the store, I see something I like. Is there a way I can use Afterpay in that particular store to get that item and use the payment plan?
In stores, it has to be with one of the merchant partners that we partner with, and then we give you via the app the ability to tap and pay the same way you would with sort of your Apple or Google Pay wallet to be able to use it. And then if you're online, you'll see the Afterpay button on thousands of merchants' checkout pages, and you get that flexibility right there.
Great. And how long has Afterpay been around?
Over 10 years. Started in Australia, pioneered the market there, and have since expanded here to the United States and become part of the Cash App and Block families.
That's amazing. That's really, I didn't know this existed, so I'm glad we're doing our show about this today. So, Tanuj, are there any other questions I should have asked, or what message would you like to leave with people today?
I think a really important thing for folks similar to yourself, Jonathan, who may not have heard of us before or heard of buy now, pay later is, there's a common question around, well, like, how is this different than credit? And how do we make sure we're not helping people be irresponsible? And I think what we want to make sure people understand is that we've always had the customer front and center. And so there's a lot of safeguards in our system to say, how do we prevent overspending and help people actually just budget and plan more safely? And so, over 96% of our installments are paid back on time, 98% don't incur a late fee. And so we're really about trying to help people budget and plan more thoughtfully this holiday season and beyond.
Good. Tanuj Parikh is the head of revenue for Cash App and AfterPay. Previously, he led strategic partnerships at Google, growing the Google Pay ecosystem across merchants, financial institutions, and payment processors. And prior to that, he built a new advertising vertical at Pinterest. So you've been in this for quite a long time, haven't you, Tanuj?
I have, yeah. I've been working in tech for over 15 years at a combination of some of those companies and then some smaller startups. So I've sort of run the gamut for sure.
Great. Well, it's been wonderful to meet you. Thank you for sharing this holiday shopping advice with us today. Again, we've been talking with Tanuj Parikh, and you can get the afterpayyourholiday.com. Go visit there, and you can learn more about managing your spending responsibly for the holidays. Before we go, just a quick reminder. If you like what you've heard, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify or YouTube or wherever you listen to us. It helps keep this content free and reaching the right people just like you. Thanks again, Tanuj. Have a good holiday.
Thank you, Jonathan. You too.
And everybody else, as we say at the end of every show, go to health. Take care. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marks in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.